Life ain't perfect, especially right now at this time, but make the most with what you got. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. Make the most with what you got. A lot of times, especially right now in the world, things aren't perfect, but you're going to have to make the most with what you have. So, maybe sometimes the weather isn't cooperating, maybe sometimes your surroundings aren't cooperating, the circumstances aren't cooperating, the situations aren't so great, but you're going to have to make the most with what you have. And you'll be able to turn maybe not so great of a situation into something so beautiful. We need to be wizards, light warriors. We need to be able to transmute. And if we could transmute all the energies, we put out something that is far greater. And that's what each and every one of us are doing. So there's a lot of energies in the world right now. It's very chaotic, but we're able to take the energy in and we're going to transmute this energy and we're going to create something greater. So think about how you could make the most of a certain situation that you're in, a certain time period that you're in. Like today, the weather's been kind of all over the place, but I found a period of time where I could get the message done, for example. So you're going to have to be fluid and you're going to have to move around the situations at hand. And that's the time period that we're in right now. It's forcing us to do things, and the timing always, it seems to be off, right? So we kind of think in human terms, linear time, and this is how it's going to play out. But realistically, it doesn't play out that way. So you're going to have to make the most with what you have at the time. We all have skills. And my father taught me a long time ago, make the most with what God gave you. And God gave us skills, and we're able to do things that maybe others aren't able to do. So you're going to have to utilize these skills, and that's what represents the 144,000, right? We're all different colors, classes, and creeds, but the colors are the energetic colors, and we all have a different, unique skill. We have different, unique abilities, and that's what making the most with what you have is all about. We're all going to have to embrace this during this time period. And sometimes the sun comes out of the clouds, light warriors. So I know it ain't easy, but that's why we're out here taking in all of nature. Take it all in. And we're making the most with what we have right now. So the whole world, it's kind of turned upside down. That's just what it is. So now we have to ask the question, what can we do about it? What can we do when our lives are turned upside down? So we're going to have to make little changes, little by little, sometimes drastic changes. And these changes are going to help us make the most with what we have. So we don't want to get to a place where we're stagnant and not doing anything. We have to form routines and rituals and focus on something that gets us through the day. And I'm out here in the light of Christ and the vibration of authenticity to let you all know that doing these messages help me get through the day. It helps me get through this time period, because when I stay focused on that, because I realize, I understand and overstand that all of us are dealing with things right now. So we're gonna have to make the most with what we have. And we'll be able to be transmuters of the energy. It's forcing us right now. It's forcing us to adapt, right? So as we begin to change, we're going to start to create new things. And these things we never would have done if we didn't get placed in the situation. So we're all trying new things. So you got to try something new and make the most with what you have. And that's how we're going to navigate this time period, because we have to be realistic and we have to be able to function even in inopportune conditions. The will beats the skill. And we always want to be able to focus our intent and create even when things aren't going so well. So find your niche. We all have different abilities, but make the most with what you have. It might not be easy right now, but you can make the most with what you have at a specific time. And that's what I'm doing, and I'm sharing this with all of you. You might not have much, but you're able to overcome and focus to become the creator of the new earth. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. We have to make the most with what we have. And it ain't easy right now, but we're gonna find a way. We find a way to succeed even in inopportune conditions. The will beats the skill. How will you make the most with what you have? Why don't you leave it in the comments? What are the things that you can do? Even though the time, it might not be so great, and you're going to have to just work with what you have and navigate the time period. So, we make decisions and then we're given a situation, and now we're going to have to make the most of it. I'm trying to make changes, and even the weather hasn't really been cooperating too much, but we make the most of it, and we could find those little periods, those little windows where things could be a little bit calmer. So realize this on your journey right now, and you're going to have to ride the waves and navigate through, and it's going to get us out of our comfort zone, and we're going to have to start creating new things for our everyday lives. So I know it's crazy in the world right now, but don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious to make the most with what you have right now. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living. your everyday life. God will show us the way, and we might be beaten down, but if we have faith in God's protection, we'll be able to make it through. So many changes going on in the world, so many things that need to be done, but collectively, we'll be able to take our unique skills and make the most with what we have during this time period. So I hope that this message helps you make the most with what you have at this time period. It might not be much, you might not have much, but you just do the best that you can. It's better than doing nothing at all, Light Warriors. It's better than doing nothing at all. So I'm grateful for all your support. Share this message. Let's get everyone moving forward to the new earth. And we're going to have to do new things. Neuroplasticity, change it up. And simply by surrounding ourselves with new environments, it's going to change neural pathways in the brain. And I know that a lot of you are feeling changes inside of you, and these are calls to action to make changes in your everyday life experience. The matrix no longer resonates with you. So now we're going to have to make more changes so that we can be in alignment with our soul. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. Make the most with what God gave you. And so it is.